Okay. So in this class, we are going to display the details of employee details in a view employee component. Okay. So we already created a view employee. So we are going to use state hook to hold the employee details initially. So we are going to use param from router React router DOM to get the employee ID. So whenever we are clicking the view employee, right, it will carry the ID. So using use param, we are getting that ID. And of course, we are using use effect to get the API AXJS calls to get employee details. Okay. And before this using use effect, we are going to create or add get employee REST client code in employee service. And after that, we are populating the employee details in a view employee component. Okay. So all things are done. Then we are testing the above changes. So coming to here service. So coming to service class, write export constant get employee employee ID any, and AXJS dot get the base URL plus ID. Okay, plus ID. Now go to employee view employee here. Here you can use the use effect here. Use effect. Sorry, use state. So ID, first name, last name, email, and skills. Okay, skills and constant. Here we are setting the employee and set employee details. Okay, initially. So after that, we are going to use effect. Okay, use effect. Of course, we need to get that ID also using use params. Okay, use params. Fine. Now we are going to write the use effect. Okay, use effect here. So using use effect, we are calling the get employee. If you, of course, before that we are going to save. Before that we are going to check. Before that we are going to check whether that employee ID existing or not. If yes, then we are calling the get employee of ID, then response. Okay, response of set employee employee data. Okay, and catch if anything come in errors, we can catch error. You can log the error console dot error of error. Okay, now here we are getting the data and we are setting the employee response data. So by calling get employee from this service, okay, we are already defined a REST client call using AXJS library. Now coming to view employee page. Here component. Now you render the all the values using the using the list. Okay, using the employee. So this employee is holding all the employee details. Okay, fine. Coming to here. Now div under div class name container, first container, later we have a row, one more div row, class name equals to row, and under that class name equals to column, and under that h2 tag employee details and text center margin 4, and we are having one more div for the card, and we are also having one more div for the card header. Okay, and now we are adding the unique list of all the details. Okay, here the list class name list group and list group flash. Okay, list group flash, and here inside the unique list we are adding the list item. List item is nothing but a list group item and employee ID as well as JavaScript of employee ID. Okay, list group item. Here we are employee dot ID. Before that we need to have the variable name also or field name, employee ID. That's fine. Second, third, fourth, you can copy here. Employee first name, employee last name, employee email, employee email, and employee skills. Okay. Now you can little bit add column margin medium 6 and offset 3, border round and shadow. That's fine. Here card header here, and here we are adding the button link also here. Link also back to home. Okay, back to home. We're adding. That's fine. So now we are checking. Now we are checking. Here we are having extra div. Now we are removing that. So now we are changing the place of back to home. Okay, back to home. We will check. Save the file and go to here. View page. See how we are getting. So here we are adding all the list item here, employee ID and all. We are getting the from this method use effect. In use effect, we are calling the get employee REST call, which is already defined in employee service, Coming to here, we are defining the all the list here. Okay. If you see here, back to home, it is automatically going here. If you see here back to home, you are giving just path. In routers, if it is a slash, automatically it will go to the employee list, right? So in this way, we can have this view button here. Now you can go to the list here, list employee here. So you can add on click here also, where where you can have update employee as well as delete employee. On click, okay, on click. So here you can write the update employee. So of course this is a function. You need to add the same here. Update employee is nothing but edit employee. Okay, edit employee. Okay, edit employee also we need to pass ID. Why? Because we need to get, right? So in that case we need to pass ID here also. How we are passing ID, right? The same way we are passing ID here also. That's fine. All right. This will be navigate to employee page only. Where edit employee, right? After view employee, we are now getting to edit employee. Edit employee, but this will be the employee page. This will be the employee element. Okay, employee element. Let's test this one. So here, update employee. See here. So here we need to write use effect to populate the data here. Okay, data here. Whenever we are coming to here, update employee. So here, the page title also we should change. By changing page title, we can populate the data here in the next class.